Hey guys, coming to you from north central Florida. We're in the middle of a drought here, a really bad, severe drought. Things are bone dry here. I think we've been in a burn ban since November. A few days ago I came out here and man, the wind was blowing, it was all smoky, and they said there was a fire pretty close by here that was out of control. I was unprepared. The only thing I could do is get in the car and leave. So now they've got it kind of under control, and we've had a few days for me to have a chance to put together a plan, make the place a little more resilient. I've come up with a few ideas, so let's get started. So I want to start with a few things that we've already done over the past years. First of all, we removed a lot of very large trees. They were up too close to the house, in a lot of cases hanging right over the house or the garage, and it just created too much of a risk. So we've gotten rid of a lot of these trees already. We still have a lot of these big trees, like 80 to 100 foot within 50 feet of the house, so that's still a big concern. So going forward this fall, we'll probably get in and take out 3 or 4 more of them just to create more of a defensible space. Second, we have removed a lot of the overgrown vegetation and landscaping. So this happens all the time. You move in and you've got your landscaping, and 10-15 years go by and everything just gets completely overgrown and it just needs to be cut back or removed. We ripped it all out and we put in all new landscaping that's, basically really smaller stuff that we can easily keep it wet, and shouldn't be much of a risk. Third, one of the biggest things we did was to replace our shingle roof with a metal roof. I think this is huge because most houses burn down from embers. Hot embers land on the roof, or they get up under the eaves or go through air vents and stuff like that. So by putting a metal roof on there, it just seals basically the whole top of the house and gives us a much better fighting chance. And then the last thing I will mention is that we built the house with hardy plank, which is basically a cement type product, and it's non-combustible. Okay, so these are all the things that we've done in the past, but next we want to look at what can we do now to protect our property. So I started with this sketch of our house and garage, all the structures we want to try and save. And I jumped right in and said, well, let's create some zones. So here we go. Zone 1 is all the way across the front of our house here. And I went in and we had an irrigation system that we installed like 20 years ago, but it had fallen into disrepair, didn't work. But I went in and just replaced the sprinkler heads, dug up some broken pipes, and got all these sprinklers going again. So now I can just hit, one valve and water the entire front of the house. 20 gallons a minute, maybe run it for 15 minutes or so. Every 10 minutes is 200 gallons, right? So really soak this. Then moving into zone 2 around the back of the pool, same thing. I went in and repaired what was already there. I think there's about 14 sprinkler heads around here. And that water's about maybe 10 feet out from the screen. Gets that all soaking wet. The third one, I didn't have any irrigation system around the garage here. So what I did was I just laid down some 1/2-inch PVC pipe right on the top of the ground. I mean, that's kind of temporary for fire season. And just plumbed it in around there, and then I drilled holes, like real small holes, through the top and bottom. And so it just sprays right up, and I even kind of got it to spray right on the wall of the garage, and then some of it can just, it all runs down and just soaks everything around the base of the garage. And again, it's putting out about 20 gallons a minute. Then the fourth zone is getting a little further away from the house up here. We have this, turnaround area. Again, I had to replace sprinkler heads and pipes and stuff, dig everything up from, it had gotten buried over the years. But got it going, and that again can 20 gallons a minute and soaks that entire area. Now zone 5 isn't really a zone at all. It's 5 hoses with 5 oscillating sprinklers spread all around the entire structures. So over here on the side of the house, for example, we can move this sprinkler around with the hose, and I could catch like the trees, or I could put it up against the house. I can move it all around the yard and get all this wet. Same thing for all these other guys. As I move them around, I'm watering all of the area about 50 to maybe 75 feet out from the house, just soaking the entire defensible space with these oscillating sprinklers. Now the other thing it gives me is if we get in a situation where we're actually fighting a fire, multiple people, each person could be manning one of these. You take the oscillating sprinkler off, you put a nozzle on there. You know, you pick up that nozzle, now you got 5 people fighting the fire. Or if you only have 2 people, then each person's carrying 2 of these hoses because they'll reach each other. So you're doubling down on that. And then lastly, this third use of these Zone 5 is if we actually had to bug out of here at the last minute, I would put these oscillating sprinklers on the most at-risk areas of the house and just leave them on and as we leave the house. I'd leave them on the well pump, and the well pump would be on backup solar and batteries, so we wouldn't have to worry about the power going out. Probably, you know, could pump maybe 30, 40,000, maybe 50,000 gallons over a period of a couple of days. And the last 2 things are the most fun. I built a DIY fire truck. This thing is super cool. And I built an IBC tote portable fire station. So if you don't want to miss it, make sure you subscribe to the channel. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.